Question 1. What part of the atom determines which element it is? A. Electrons.
B. Protons. C. Neutrons. D. Total mass.
The answer is B. Protons.
An element is defined by its number of protons, its atomic number. Change the protons and you change the element. Change the neutrons and you only get a different isotope of the same element.
20 questions to test whether you could pass the chemistry CLEP exam and save hundreds of dollars by skipping the full college course. Think you've got what it takes? Get 16 right and you're likely ready for the full exam.
Question 2. Atoms of the same element always share the same number of protons, but can differ in their number of A. Neutrons. B. Protons.
C. Electrons in a neutral atom. D. Energy levels.
The answer is A. Neutrons. Atoms of one element that differ in neutron count are called isotopes. Carbon-12 and carbon-14 are both carbon, 6 protons each, but carbon-14 carries 2 extra neutrons.
Question 3. As you move from left to right across a period of the periodic table, atomic radius generally A. increases.
B. Stays the same.
C. Doubles.
D. Decreases.
The answer is D. Decreases. Across a period, protons are added to the nucleus, while electrons fill the same energy level. The stronger nuclear pull draws the electrons in tighter, so atoms get smaller from left to right.
Question 4. The chemical properties of an element are determined mainly by
A. Its neutrons.
B. Its nuclear charge alone.
C. Its valence electrons. D. Its energy levels. The answer is C. Its valence electrons. It is the outermost electrons, the valence electrons, that take part in bonding. That is why elements in the same column with the same number of valence electrons behave alike. Question 5. Which group of elements is the most chemically unreactive? A. The noble gases.
B. The alkali metals.
C. The halogens. D. The transition metals. The answer is A. The noble gases. The noble gases in the far right column have full valence shells, so they have little tendency to gain, lose, or share electrons. That full shell is why they almost never react. Question 6. A chemical bond formed by the transfer of electrons from a metal to a nonmetal is called
A covalent bond.
B. A metallic bond. C. An ionic bond.
D. A hydrogen bond.
The answer is C. An ionic bond. When a metal gives up electrons to a nonmetal, the two form oppositely charged ions that attract each other. That electron transfer is an ionic bond, the kind that holds table salt together. Question 7. In a covalent bond, the bonding atoms A. Transfer electrons completely. B. Share electrons. C. Lose all of their electrons. D. Exchange protons. The answer is B. Share electrons. Covalent bonds form between nonmetals that share pairs of electrons. In a water molecule, oxygen shares electrons with 2 hydrogen atoms rather than taking them outright. Question 8. A water molecule is polar mainly because
A. It contains 3 atoms.
B. Hydrogen is heavier than oxygen.
C. It has no lone pairs.
D. Oxygen pulls the shared electrons more strongly than hydrogen.
The answer is D. Oxygen pulls the shared electrons more strongly than hydrogen. Oxygen is far more electronegative than hydrogen, so it pulls the shared electrons toward itself. That uneven sharing gives the molecule a negative end and a positive end, which makes it polar.
Question 9. The three-dimensional shape of a molecule is determined mainly by
A. The repulsion between electron pairs around the central atom.
B. The mass of the atoms.
C. The number of protons.
D. The color of the substance.
The answer is A. The repulsion between electron pairs around the central atom. Electron pairs around a central atom repel one another and spread out as far apart as possible. That spacing sets the molecule's shape, the idea behind the valence shell electron pair repulsion model.
Question 10. Water has an unusually high boiling point for such a small molecule because of A. Ionic bonding. B. Metallic bonding. C. Hydrogen bonding.
D. Its low molar mass.
The answer is C. Hydrogen bonding.
Water molecules attract one another through hydrogen bonds, an unusually strong intermolecular force. Breaking those extra attractions takes more energy, which pushes the boiling point higher.
Question 11. At constant temperature, if you decrease the volume of a gas, its pressure will A. Decrease.
B. Stay the same.
C. Drop to 0. D. Increase. The answer is D. Increase.
This is Boyle's law. Pressure and volume are inversely related at constant temperature. Squeeze a gas into a smaller space and its molecules strike the walls more often, so the pressure rises.
Question 12. According to Charles's law, heating a gas at constant pressure causes its volume to A. Decrease. B. Increase. C. Stay constant. D. Become negative. The answer is B. Increase.
Charles's law ties volume and temperature directly together. As a gas gets hotter, its molecules move faster and push outward, so the volume expands when pressure is held constant.
Question 13. The process in which a solid turns directly into a gas without first becoming a liquid is called
A. Sublimation. B. Condensation. C. Melting. D. Freezing.
The answer is A. Sublimation. Sublimation is the direct solid-to-gas change. Dry ice, which is frozen carbon dioxide, sublimes at room temperature, turning straight into gas with no puddle in between.
Question 14. In a solution of salt water, the salt is the A. Solvent. B. Precipitate. C. Solute. D. Catalyst. The answer is C. Solute. The substance present in the smaller amount, the one being dissolved, is the solute. The water doing the dissolving is the solvent. So in salt water, salt is the solute and water is the solvent. Question 15. For most solid solutes, raising the temperature of the water will A. Decrease how much can dissolve.
B. Increase how much can dissolve.
C. Have no effect. D. Turn the solute into a gas. The answer is B. Increase how much can dissolve.
Most solids dissolve more readily in hot water than cold, which is why more sugar dissolves in hot tea. Gases do the opposite. They become less soluble as the temperature climbs.
Question 16. A balanced chemical equation must show the same number of each kind of atom on both sides because of the law of
Definite proportions.
B. Partial pressures. C. Ideal gases. D. Conservation of mass.
The answer is D. Conservation of mass.
Matter is neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction, so every atom that goes in must come back out. That is the law of conservation of mass, and it is why equations must be balanced.
Question 17. On the pH scale, a solution with a pH of 2 is
A. Strongly acidic. B. Strongly basic.
C. Neutral. D. A perfect buffer.
The answer is A. Strongly acidic.
The pH scale runs from 0 to 14. 7 is neutral. Lower numbers are acidic. Higher numbers are basic. A pH of 2 sits well below 7, so it is strongly acidic, near the level of lemon juice.
Question 18. When an acid reacts with a base, the two products are usually a salt and A. Oxygen gas. B. A metal. C. Water. D. An acid.
The answer is C. Water.
Acid-base neutralization produces a salt plus water. The acid's hydrogen ion and the base's hydroxide ion combine to form water, while the remaining ions pair up to form the salt.
Question 19. In an oxidation-reduction reaction, the substance that loses electrons is said to be
A. Reduced.
B. Oxidized.
C. Neutralized.
D. Precipitated.
The answer is B. Oxidized.
Losing electrons is oxidation, and gaining electrons is reduction. A common memory aid is oil rig. Oxidation is loss, reduction is gain. So the substance that loses electrons is the one being oxidized. Question 20. If you add more reactant to a system at equilibrium, the reaction will shift to A. Produce more reactant. B. Stop completely. C. Permanently. D. Produce more product. The answer is D. Produce more product.
Le Chatelier's principle says a system at equilibrium responds to a stress by shifting to relieve it. Add more reactant, and the balance shifts toward the product side to use up the excess.
So, how did you do? 11 or fewer, and there are real gaps to close. 12 to 15, you're on a solid track. 16 or more, and you're likely ready for the real thing. Get your full adaptive learning plan at flyingprep.com.